Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Agnes Marlina. This is my student ID number. Okay, today I would like to review a movie with the title is The Crown, Episode 7, Season 4, The Hereditary Principle. The Hereditary Principle is an episode centered around Margaret in Season 4. The hereditary principle tells us about Margaret the Press and humble side. In early 1983, Margaret was getting ready to welcome her boyfriend Derek Dazzle Jennings to her apartment. They drank and danced, but at that moment, Dazzle was there to break up with Margaret and also to tell her that he planned to join the priesthood for the Catholic Church. If she married with his, it would mean converting to Catholicism, which she could never do, as it would mean giving up her title. When Margaret told Elizabeth about their breakup and Dazzle dreamed of joining the priesthood, Elizabeth told Margaret that religion wasn't the only thing standing in the way of their true love. In 1985, she underwent a partial lung removal surgery that forced her to quit smoking. So, fearful for her health, Margaret made a request to her sister she want to do more royal duties. Soon after that, the Queen told Margaret that she must relinquish her position as Council of State to Prince Edward, who is 21 years old. That means his position is higher than Margaret. Now, without any purpose, Margaret boarded a private jet and flew to mystic her neglected beach home. While there, she is visited by the other depressive in the family, Charles, who implores her to consider therapy. It's 1983 and yet a stigma still exists around analysis, and Margaret is reluctant to go, but for her own good, she gives it a try. And lucky for her, her therapist reveals that Margaret not the only member of her family that struggles with mental health. Her cousins, Catherine and Nerisha Bowes-Lynn, had been locked in mental institutions for decades. Then, the Queen told Margaret as they discussed the two cousins on their Queen Mother's side were dead. A family genealogy book even lists their death dates. Dissatisfied with the book, she called her ex-boyfriend Dazzle, who was considered a priesthood, so he could gain access to the institution that housed both sisters. He confirmed that they were still alive, as were three more cousins Margaret didn't know existed. They were not strangers to Margaret. They were blood relatives. She was deeply saddened to note that they had been hidden and neglected. The cruelest irony of all is that the affliction her cousins suffered was all due to the genetics of their mother, who shared no genes with anyone on the Bowes-Lyon side of the family, and therefore no genes with King George or his children. Margaret says if they didn't threaten her integrity of the royal family, then the curse need never been hidden away and what my family did was unforgivable. And with all of this realization under her crown, the princess had begged to Mystic to wallow in self-pity, but at least they have karaoke and cocktails there to help her forget the atrocities committed by her family. The sisters, who were in the thrill, as were the three other Dazzle discover, live out the rest of their life in institution until their deaths. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.